Seguimos en Corte de ACHPR y estamos en el encuentro entre las tres Cortes regionales de Derechos Humanos del mundo. La Corte Interamericana de Derechos Humanos recibe a la Corte Europea de Derechos Humanos y a la Corte Africana de Derechos Humanos y de los Pueblos. Y nos acompaña el día de hoy la Presidenta de la Corte Africana, la Jueza Imani Daud. Madam President, welcome to Inter-American Court of Human Rights TV channel. Could you share with us the relevance of the dialogue among the three regional courts?
Yeah, thank you very much. Yeah, this kind of dialogue has an historical background, which the three courts, first they met in the first dialogue, I think it was 2015 in Arusha. Then we met again in 2019, which we had a Kampala declaration. We decided to say this kind of dialogue is very important for the three regional courts, which I think we share the same the duty or function and obligation towards our states and nationals of those particular countries who are party to or who are part of those regions, three regions. Being the regional court, as you know, we are mandated to deal with the human rights, protection of human rights of our particular nations or continent. So we do share some experience by gathering together like this. We do share some experience on certain aspects which we decide to discuss. Like in this dialogue, we have decided the theme or the main issue should be about the independence of the judiciary and issues pertaining to environment, declaration, and the role and duty or duties of these regional courts. So the main aim is to come together and share some experience, exchange some ideas on how we will enhance promotion and protection of human rights in our particular continent.
In particular, in the agenda of this event, the courts are discussing about climate change and about the right to a healthy environment. Why should be considered a human right, the access to a healthy environment?
Yeah, as you know, let me just focus on my particular court, which has been mandated by the African continent. If you go back to the African Charter, where it has been expressly and very clear prescribed the human rights which we are mandated to deal with. You will see right to development, right to health is one of the human rights which all the nations, regardless of their sex, regardless of their gender, regardless of their age, they are supposed to enjoy. And it is known that right to health, it has very close relationship with the right to life. If you are not healthy, you can't, your life is in danger. So, and we know how issues of climate change and environmental degradation, they play part to affect health and lives of our nation or of our people within our continent. So this particular theme is very important, and as we are discussing, we are trying now to exchange some ideas, some experiences. Like just few minutes I just had on the Inter-American Court, how they deal with these kind of cases, and within this continent, how certain national courts like in Poland, Colombia, Brazil, they have dealt with cases on environment and climate change. How do they relate with human rights? It might be different from my continent, Africa. We are sharing the same problems, but we don't have many experiences, cases which have been filed before my court. So sharing experiences with my colleague from two different continental or regional courts, it's very valuable for both of us.
And judiciary independence is other of the topics that you will discuss during the meeting with the three regional courts. Why, from your perspective, is so relevant the judiciary independence like a human right?
In fact, we relate judicial independence, that being judicial officers or the judiciaries, all the three continental courts, they are continental judiciaries. So if the courts or our judiciaries are not independent, being it as an institutional independence or individual or particular judge, judicial officer independence, that will have very negative impact on our mandate or our duties which have been entrusted by our continent, that we are there to protect human rights. And we should do that with integrity. The integrity of the institution will be judged if the public have confidence on that court. If not, there's no need to have such court. And if our independence have been taken away, being by politicians or by executive, that means it will impact our work. We won't be able to be free to give decisions which are free and fair, you know, because there are some external influences from either the government or other institutions which have interest on that particular issue.
You mentioned citizens' confidence. Why is so important, why is so relevant to keep an active communication approach with citizens from our role as regional of human rights court?
I think that is a very pertinent issue, being in national or domestic courts or international courts, to make sure that you know, each judiciary have confidence to the public they are serving to. Otherwise, as I said, there's no need for you to be there if the confidence of those whom you are serving have lost. You know, we have to build confidence so that they can come and see that justice is being done, and it seemed to be done. Otherwise, if we have judiciaries, if we have regional courts, but we don't give decisions which anyone, in the eyes of the public, can be seen that, okay, the court has done justice on that particular issue. For me, in my views, you know, it doesn't make sense to have such kind of institution.
Señora Jueza y Presidenta Imani Daud, muchas gracias por acompañarnos. Así terminaba el diálogo con la Presidenta de la Corte Africana de los Derechos Humanos y de los Pueblos desde aquí, desde San José de Costa Rica, en Corte de ACHPR. A ustedes les invitamos a poder seguir con nuestra programación en nuestra señal en streaming y también en nuestra plataforma de contenidos audiovisuales. Muchas gracias.